You're listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, where we share topics that will inspire business growth and help you stay ahead of advances in technology before they become mainstream. This episode is sponsored by Ingram Micro Xvantage, the game-changing platform that will transform your business potential and reshape how customers see you. On today's episode of B2B Tech Talk, we are joined by Brian Manchester and Brad Kirkendall of Flexware Innovation, headquartered in Fishers, Indiana. For over 25 years, Flexware has been helping manufacturers integrate business and production systems. They join us today to share their success working with Ingram Micro and Microsoft to grow their business and provide optimal services to their customers. Gentlemen, welcome to B2B Tech Talk.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Fantastic. Okay, who should we start with? Tell us what Flexware does and how you became an Ingram Micro partner.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Flexware was established back in 1996. We were primarily focused on implementing manufacturing execution systems, or MES systems, as it's commonly referred to. After achieving success and name recognition in that area, we started expanding into other areas in the manufacturing space, such as data collection, batch control systems, equipment control systems, and sensor devices. We collectively hired experts that can deliver and design HMI and SCADA systems, where we can manage and collect shop floor data. Ultimately, we ended up expanding into the ERP space via our enterprise solutions team. This is where Brad and I focus. This is where we help our customers upgrade and implement Dynamics 365 for finance and supply chain management. And we also help our customers with Azure cloud solutions and simplifying their business processes with the use of the Power Platform. Also, we have a very high caliber team of business intelligence architects and analysts, and we help our clients make sense of their data, automate complex tasks, and such. We like to say at Flexware that we are a shop floor to top floor solution provider. We have 183 employees currently, and we're continuing to grow. That number just keeps ticking up. And we have 3 offices, 2 in Indiana, 1 in North Carolina, and we have consultants, really remote consultants spread all over the United States. We serve many different industries, pharma, life sciences, medical devices, food and bev, automotive, metals, consumer packaged goods, and others. And while we primarily focus on manufacturing, we do serve other industries such as distribution and retail, for example. Ultimately, we're a group of engineers and consultants, and we like challenges. We like to solve complex tasks, complex problems. As far as our relationship with Ingram Micro, Flexware actually did some work with Ingram Micro back in, I think it was June of 2020, where we helped with some devices in distribution center. But as far as a partnership goes, we started working with you guys, I believe it was in early 2021, and started working as a cloud solution provider, partnering with you guys to provide licensing and provide cloud-based solutions. It's really been a great experience for us as we've grown in our enterprise solutions practice. We needed help in this area to help our customers get good pricing on their licensing, as well as things like Azure tenant migration and just solving unique problems as customers are expanding into the cloud space. And Ingram has been great to work with as we've been providing solutions for our customers.
That's quite a story. And it sounds like, Brian, that you guys actually were going through digital transformation before it was like a sexy term that everybody was adopting. That's quite a story and quite a journey. Talk to me a little bit about Microsoft. You were a Microsoft partner before you became an Ingram Micro partner. Is that correct? What
That's correct. Yeah.
what has Ingram Micro been able to do for you? You talked about your success, but specifically, what has Ingram Micro been able to do for you to help you enhance that relationship so you could serve your customers better?
That's a good question. Microsoft, anyone that works with Microsoft knows that you have to have the right connections to get the right answers at the right time. And that's not always easy to do. Ingram has helped us in that area. They've helped bridge the gap to help get the answers we need on specifics regarding licensing and implementations, um, uh, how things are managed in Azure, and that's really been helpful to us that we can get our answers quickly and not have to navigate the the complexities of the different managers at Microsoft, I guess you could say.
There certainly are a lot of nuances when you're working with a company the size of Microsoft. It's good to have a partner like Ingram Micro that can help you navigate. Brad, tell us a little bit about your role at Flexware.
So my role is I'm the Director of Digital Architecture here at Flexware in our Enterprise Solutions Group, and I facilitate our CSP partnership with Ingram. And through this, because of our D365 supply chain implementations, um, our customers have a pretty diverse need when it comes to licensing. So we have the D365 licensing. Uh, all of our customers use some form or fashion of Microsoft or Office licensing, um, Power BI licensing. Those are really the bread and butter licenses that all of our customers require. And so as part of the Azure subscriptions as well, Ingram has been great, again, like Brian mentioned earlier, to help facilitate the migration of existing. A lot of times it's pay-as-you-go license, or excuse me, pay-as-you-go subscriptions that our customers have, being able to switch those over to NCE, New Commerce Experience licenses, where it allows Flexware as a partner to take a more active role in the management of our customers' systems. And it's good for the customer and it's good for us. Um, and ultimately it benefits us with Microsoft.
Brian, you mentioned the success that you've seen since you became an Ingram Micro partner. Specifically, what do you mean by that? But kind of break that down for us.
Um, I I would say when I refer to the success we've been able to achieve through our partnership, I'm referring to um, the licensing area, number one, uh, being able to purchase the licenses quickly uh, and start implementations or upgrades of Dynamics 365, but also the nimbleness, the agility that we have to quickly add licenses and manage those through the portal, the Ingram Micro portal. Um, that has allowed us to turn things around very quickly. When a customer sends us an email, they want to make a change, we can do that very quickly, and that's just good for everybody to be able to um, respond in that manner.
There was a program that you mentioned when we chatted before called Bridge to Cloud. How did you come across that program? Was it? Were you trying to solve something and you came across that program? How did that come about that you became part of that, and what were the outcomes of that engagement?
Yeah, we've been aware of the program. It's been around for a little while. We knew that Microsoft had provided this program. but it wasn't something we could access directly. We needed to work with Ingram in order to provide this for our customers. But it's a fantastic program that provides a hefty discount for those customers that are upgrading from a legacy or a prior version of a Dynamics product into Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain Management. So as customers are beginning to reach end of life or have passed end of life for their existing ERP, going back, we've got customers going back all the way to Dynamics AX 2009. They realize they need to be in the cloud. They need to go through the digital transformation process, and that's part of it to upgrade their ERP system. We were able to offer this promotional discount, and it just made the transition so much smoother for them. It made it easier for our clients. Sometimes we're working with IT directors or vice presidents, and they've got to present to their board. And when they can go and say, we've got a promotional discount available, and it's not just that it's a discount for 3 years, but it's dual right licensing. So they can continue to use their existing ERP system with those licensing rights while they're implementing the new one. So provides the flexibility in the timeline as well as the discount to the overall implementation.
That's a great benefit. And yes, when you're presenting to the board and you're talking about those hefty discounts, you're speaking their love language.
Yes.
So now, so the response from your customers has been incredibly positive. So we have the Bridge to Cloud program. Is that going to be around for going into 2024?
For the foreseeable future, yes. The current program is kind of a version 2 of the program that expired, I believe, in January. And as Brian mentioned, it some of the parameters around which legacy systems qualify. Microsoft actually opened that up to like Great Plains implementations and such. So it gives other legacy systems an avenue to get to a hardier, more robust D365 finance and supply chain environment.
That's great. Now, again, talking about 2024, what do you hope to see? What would you, in terms of Ingram Micro, what would you love to see for us to be able to do to serve you even better?
We're looking forward to continuing the partnership. Ingram Micro has been flexible with us in regards to providing licensing. Again, I mentioned this earlier, but they've helped us to be creative in how we provide licensing solutions for our customers. They've also been just like this, been very helpful to help get the word out about these promotional offers that help our clients and customers be able to upgrade and move and digitally transform, because ultimately our customers have to innovate or they're going to miss out, and ultimately that could be very unfortunate for many of our customers. If you're not innovating, if you're not improving and automating in this day and age, you've got a limited lifespan, unfortunately. But Ingram has continued to reach out to us, even when we don't necessarily have something on the table. They've helped us in our journey to find new customers and to provide creative solutions for our customers.
That sounds phenomenal. It sounds like a wonderful relationship. And I love hearing this. If you were speaking to a partner that is not yet doing business with Ingram Micro, especially in the Microsoft realm, what would you tell them?
I'd say you're missing out on a fantastic opportunity. I know for some people it might seem daunting. Ingram, before we became engaged with Ingram, I understood Ingram to be a very large organization, and my concern before I partnered with you guys was, oh, it's going to be another large organization. We have to navigate all the pieces and parts and who to talk to. It's not been that way at all. We have been able to work with the same individuals consistently through various processes, and they have engaged with us even when, again, we haven't brought anything to the table for a period of time. They've engaged with us and looking for opportunities for us. And so I would say you should move forward with that. You're going to have a good experience. It will be a value add for you and your team and for your customers ultimately.
That's fantastic advice. And Flexware is not our typical value-added reseller or MSP. You're kind of unique in what you do. So it's wonderful that we have this opportunity to introduce you to our audience, who are mainly our MSPs, some of our traditional VARs that are also moving towards being more of an MSP. It's wonderful to hear your journey and your success working with Ingram Micro, working with Microsoft to be able to serve your customers' needs. Anything else that you'd love to share with our audience today?
I would say that the Ingram allows us to be more competitive in an already competitive landscape. I've been able to find opportunities and have been able to reach out to Ingram to get support to close the deal. And so I know that Ingram's got my back when I go into these types of negotiations. So that's what's important to me. And then, going forward this next year, you know, I expect to be able to do the same. We've had phenomenal growth, and I want to keep that going. And um, I need that support from Ingram. I see Ingram as an extension of Flexware and the services that we can provide. Um, and so that makes all the difference in the world to our customers.
That's wonderful to hear. Maybe you can also tell us about I'm hearing a lot of things about manufacturing in the U.S. or manufacturing coming back to the U.S. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we definitely see that. There's an increased interest in bringing a lot of manufacturing processes back to North America, at least. Um, so I agree with that statement that we're seeing that as a trend in the industry. Even during the pandemic, Flexware saw an increase in the needs of our services and support. Again, we talked about, or I mentioned earlier about customers needing to innovate and automate processes. Well, that was very important at that time. People really saw the importance of improving their manufacturing plant, the data that they're collecting to make better decisions, and the distribution of their products. And so that has not slowed down since the pandemic. We've continued to grow since that time, and we're seeing our clients continue to move towards the digital transformation. And digital transformation it's a journey. It's not a destination. But we're seeing more and more of our clients on that journey.
That's wonderful to hear. I can't tell you how much I appreciate both of you taking the time to join us today on B2B Tech Talk to share this story. It's a wonderful story, and I hope those who are listening really take that to heart when it comes to partnership. And partnership is a two-way street. You guys are good partners as well, and that's really what makes a relationship work. And we appreciate On behalf of Ingram Micro, appreciate your business and the opportunity to work with such a wonderful company like Flexware.
Thank you. Very much
Thank you.
appreciate that.
You
Yep.
bet, you bet. And again, thanks for joining us on the show. We hope to have you back again to tell us how things are going in the future. And we wish you the very best this holiday season and a fantastic 2024.
Thanks. You too.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Nina.
gentlemen. Impactful global engagements, iconic entertainment experiences, and memorable networking opportunities. Be part of it all at Ingram Micro One 2024. You've been listening to Ingram Micro's B2B Tech Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode and you want to continue the conversation online, use hashtag B2B Tech Talk.